Our Gulf Coast Maker and Comic-Con 2018 coverage is proudly powered by Amazon Prime. Find out all of the included benefits and get a 30-day free trial by going to PLUGHITZlive.com/prime and by audiobooks.com. Get a 30-day trial and a free audiobook to keep by going to audiobooks.com and using promo code TRY70.
To be a cosplayer of any sort, to go to the trouble to be in costume, and not just to be in costume, but to have made the costume and then to adopt the persona and to actually do it, to be a cosplayer and not just somebody who's costuming, is a lot of work.
It really is.
And then some people take that a step further, like our next guest. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
Well, my name's Ellery Christensen. I'm part of the Ghostbusters Lost Spirit division. We actually have a booth for those who might be here. We are a local, I guess you could call us a cosplay group, but we really are just sort of like a community cosplay type group. So we'll do charity events, cons like this. We'll do school events, 5Ks, make hospital visits, stuff like that. So just anything for the community, any kind of fundraisers as well. We'll do stuff like that.
I have a friend who's in your group, and so I get to see the photos from your events all the time. And if I'm not mistaken, you're not the only group in the area.
Oh my goodness, no. Well, there's so many in Florida, and we have a few theories as to why, but mostly it's just there's a lot of us. We just really like it, and if we all combined into one, there'd probably be, good Lord, maybe 75 plus people. That's a little too big.
Yeah, for sure.
Separate.
For sure. So how did you personally get into it?
Well, I've just always loved the movies, just kind of casually. And then an ex-friend of mine was very into it, had his own group and all that, and he got my boyfriend into it, who's actually manning our booth, wearing the pack. I would have brought it, but it's way too big. But he got him into it, and I was like,
a couple of years ago. It didn't work.
it's not very comfortable. Like, you'd think it's a backpack. Just get it fitted, and then you're good. No, it's bad. It's real bad.
Oh.
But anyway, he got into it, and then I was like, wait, I can totally do that also. My turn.
Let me have it. Let me have it.
Yep.
My turn.
Piece it all together, and then go. Do the thing.
That's awesome. That's amazing. So, how is this convention for you guys?
I've actually been to this convention a couple times. The first one, I was just a photographer for a nerd network that I'm part of. But the second time, and obviously this one, I'm as a Ghostbuster, and it's really fun. It's just down the street from actually where I live. So easy to get here. Don't have to wake up crazy early. It's great. And I love that even though it is super spread out, you make it accessible.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
true, we are in a totally different building, but there's all sorts of stuff happening outside that kind of leads people that way.
Yeah.
So I've been to some other conventions that are not as well planned out.
Yeah.
That don't have a flow to guarantee that the
Right,
corners get
right.
seen.
They're still fun. They're still great.
Yeah.
But the whole time you're like, but you could have put this. Okay.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely. So, what are your favorite things to do within your group?
Anything, any conventions, any kind of anything. Like, we just love getting to suit up and then go out and do the thing. Mostly, we've actually, today specifically, we've been having a lot of fun. We got those cards that have, like, the different shapes. You know how you would test the psychic abilities.
Sure.
We have mini versions of those, and we've been playing with kids to see if they have psychic abilities. And we figured out a way to actually, from the backside, to tell what's on it. But we're not telling the kids that. So we'll have them hold it up. We'll, like, scrunch the nose, do all sorts of thinking faces, and then all of a sudden we're like, it's bacon. That's the wavy lines. We call it bacon. We're like, it's bacon. They're like, how did you do that? It's very
I'm
cute.
psychic.
Yeah. It's like, we just practice a lot.
My
No
God.
big deal.
That's
I love
so
it.
funny.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. So you said that you do not just conventions, but you do a lot of like charity type stuff. Tell us about that.
Well, our group specifically works a lot with Cosplay for a Cause. They don't have any specific type of cause that they go for, at least not last I've heard. But they just try to help out anything they can. And so they'll be like, hey, we have an event set up here. We have one set up here. And they kind of like spread out the word to all their people. and then like, hey, whoever can come out and do this, please do. It'll be great. There's other groups like another local group, Suncoast Ghostbusters, which are amazing people. They work a lot with Relay for Life. Some groups pick one specific one. Some others pick multiple, or just kind of help out whoever they can. And just any way to help. It just feels nice instead of being like, hey, we're cosplaying to make money, which would be nice. I mean, anybody loves income, but it makes me feel better about it. You know what I mean?
And what do you do at these specific events?
Depends on which one. So, for example, for a hospital visit, my group specifically hasn't done any just yet because we're babies in the community. But I think we're only a year old or something like that.
Okay.
But like we just go in there, kind of chill out with kids, play with them, entertain them, have fun. I remember we did I don't think it was technically a 5K, but it was pretty much a 5K at a high school. They had their little track. Okay. People were walking around. We manned this one little booth, kind of passed out water, stuff like that. Just chilling out, having fun, being silly. It's the rules. Have fun. That's it. And don't be mean. Very important.
Fair enough. So the goal at these events is to add a level of enjoyment. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
Throw some silliness in there because a lot of times it's not just kids that we get. Although with the new Ghostbusters movie, which was great, we do get a lot of kids that are like, oh, I've seen the new one. I haven't seen the old ones yet. And I'm like, you should watch them. But we get a lot of adults who are like, oh yeah, that movie. Oh, I remember. And you kind of see them revert back to childhood. And it's actually really cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just rewatched them about 4 days ago.
See?
Coincidentally.
Yep. It's not like we had any influence on that. Whatevs.
Just a bonus that we're getting to talk to you today.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So how many members does your group have? You said you're just kind of getting started.
Mm-hmm. Right now we have, and this is going to sound weird, 3.5. Our third person, who's actually wandering around as like a guest of the convention today, he has a 5-year-old.
Yes.
Bubs. Bubs is adorable.
Yes,
loves suiting up, has a whole everything. He actually, at another convention, recently won the costume contest, and he was hamming it up. It happened to be in a hotel, so he's wandering around and like getting ready with like the proton pack at the hotel housekeeping staff, and they were like, wait, what? There's a very cute photo where this poor woman is just coming out of a room, and she's like total terror on her face because it took her by surprise, and he's like ready to go. And a lot of the local groups actually Photoshop that picture to have like a ghost behind her or have it going after her. And there were some other photos that they had fun with too. But so 3.5 is our count right now. But I'm working on my friend actually.
So you're expanding.
I'm going to convert him.
Oh yeah. Okay. Come to the dark side.
Yes, that's right.
I love that kid.
He's so cute. Oh, and he's so nice too.
Yeah.
It's like weird how nice he is. Cool it, Bubs.
She's suspicious.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Steve and I did a convention together 6 or so years ago. He was Artist Alley, and couple of artists needed somebody. When I need to walk away from the booth, will you man it? So we went up as a group.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And
I've known him
Bubs
for a
and his
while.
wife Steph, they'll man the booth all the time, and she's actually expecting. So yeah.
Yes, she is.
So you're gonna have another half.
A little girl.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Gotta cosplay her up too.
Immediate Stay Puffed and Slimer onesies.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
it's
That's
mandatory.
the first step.
Yeah. If they don't, I'll be upset.
It's your job then.
Right. Yeah.
Oh. We're gonna have to make sure he sees this.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he'll be sharing it all over the place. Yeah. I got it.
That's so great. So how many events has your group done?
Not that many, because there was a little while where we were trying to get stuff set up, like trying to
Sure.
actually have a booth display instead of us just behind an awkwardly bare table.
Sure.
But now we've got lots of stuff. Swit made all of our graphics, including the ones on our cards. And so we've got like a nice display now. It's starting to pick up. Like we were last week at Clearwater Comic Con, which was a lot of fun. Very crowded, but a lot of fun. We were actually paired with Suncoast for that one. So kind of like shared space. It was really cool. I think maybe no more than 5 actually.
Okay.
We're still a little new. Baby.
That's okay.
And in what ways do you benefit from these events?
Well, sheer just like word of mouth and public knowledge of our existence is always nice. But getting to see our Ghostbusters brethren, that's always fun because it's like an excuse to chill out together and have fun. And then just the sheer enjoyment of it all. You know, we'll go through periods of time where we don't do an event for a little while.
Right.
And then all of a sudden we'll be like, I miss it. And then, to be totally honest, sometimes we put on the jumpsuits at home and just like chill out. They're basically onesies.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pretty
Definitely.
much. They're decked out onesies, but onesies nonetheless.
So you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you put the backpack on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get packed
got
shoulders
this.
and you kind of like hunch over for a day. Sorry.
So you're saying you don't hang out with the packs on at home? Just the.
Well, it weighs like 40 pounds, so no.
Yeah.
It was also handmade. I mean, we did order some parts, but like the actual construction of it was all done by hand. I think the full pack cost like $1,700, including like labor and all that.
Yeah.
So it's the precious. Yeah, we take care of that one. I've got all the parts coming in for mine, and it's sort of like a rite of passage. Right?
Longer I thought about it.
There's like a rite of passage for all Ghostbusters who have a pack. However it goes when you're building it is how it gets its name. For example, his is called Princess because she didn't want to be put together the way he wanted. So she's a little princess.
Okay.
I
She had
know
her own
someone
plan.
else. Someone else named theirs Mona Lisa, but she's not that great. So I have a different idea for a name of that one, but whatevs. That's just me.
Love it.
Subtle shade to a mystery person.
Mona Lisa, it's just pretending to be happy.
Mm.
Anyway,
Ooh.
that's probably not the naming reason, but that was.
Yeah, a little bit. Whatever.
I always love having the Ghostbusters groups on because you guys are all just so much fun.
It helps. Like, for example, 501st. They have so much fun. They're amazing people. And I have many friends in that group. They, however, have all these, like, guidelines. And it makes sense. You're like a militaristic, in some situations, type of organization that you're portraying. Ghostbusters are not. We just do whatevs.
Based on the character history.
Exactly. It's like, just do things. You want to drink? Yeah, drink. It's fine.
3 guys get kicked out of a university for being a little short of sane.
Yeah. What?
It totally makes sense.
And they were right, weren't they?
They were.
They were totally right. So, justified.
Didn't make them totally sane, but it did make them right.
That's a fair point.
Because those aren't mutually
exclusive.
More fun, though. More fun to
Indeed.
hang out with.
Yes. Yeah.
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 I mean, are any of us sane?
I was to say, it describes our group perfectly.
I already like you. You're already my favorite people.
Yes.
Success.
Definitely.
Goal accomplished.
Yes.
We've done it, Michelle.
Scratch that
Good
off
job.
the list.
Woohoo.
Oh, my goodness. If people want more information about your group, how can they do that?
We actually have our Facebook page. It's under Ghostbusters Lost Spirits Division. We also have Instagram. We have Twitter. We have our email, which is just lostspiritdivision@gmail.com, obviously. I have some cards here if you wanted to attach that somehow to this. It also, the number that's on there goes straight to me, so for any kind of booking, the email or the phone number works just fine.
Okay.
But yeah, all sorts of information.
Fantastic. Well, we appreciate you coming and taking the time to talk to us today and provide for an interview of fun. That was
Humor and silliness.
absolutely.
How I roll.
Thank you so much.
Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
Oh my goodness! We've had the Ghostbusters on before, but the other group, Jason Raleigh's group, and just as much fun. Both sides, just as much fun.
And the fact that they like to collab, like they like to work together, they like to see each other. It's not.
They're
tense.
not competitors.
Yeah.
They both have the same goal to make an event more fun.